Well, I made it to La Paz. I am here in La Paz, which is my destination of why I came to Mexico. So it's looking good. I'll enjoy it here. Just on the Malecon. I'm a couple blocks from my hotel. I'll walk to and explore later on today. Oh, yes. La Paz is the capital of the state of Baja California Sur. It has a population of about 250,000 residents, although it seems a little bit smaller than that. Like many Mexican cities, La Paz is laid out in a grid fashion, which makes it easy to navigate on foot and also on wheels. Many Mexican coastal cities have what's called a malecon. In the United States, we term that a boardwalk. It's the promenade that separates the ocean and the beach from the main part of the city. The La Paz Malecon extends for almost 2 miles along the central tourist areas of the city. It's a very delightful open space to observe the sculptures, enjoy the landscape and the ocean, and to grab a bite to eat at one of the many restaurants that line the Malecon. Well, this is pretty exciting. I'm going to go out for 3 hours on a tour to go find whale sharks. These are the largest fish in the world. It's not a whale, it's not a shark. They call them the gentle giants, and they feed out here in the warm waters in the Sea of Cortez until April sometime. So hopefully we'll find some. I get to go in the water and get up close and personal. So that's awesome. So we're taking off. And I think we're picking up about 13 more people. So it's not just me and the captain. Alright, we are going in. There's supposedly a whale shark right here somewhere. My guide with a red head. Let's go.
Can you spot the whale shark?
No.
No, it's right there.
Oh, I see it. Yes. Yeah, I see it.
The dark spot in the water?
Yes.
Oh my gosh!
Wait.
Okay guys, follow me, shark's coming. Stay there, and head in the water.
I was a bit reluctant to go on the whale shark tour, not because of safety reasons, but because I'm just not favorable to feed my ego at the expense of a wild animal. But not only did I really enjoy the peaceful encounter with the whale shark, but the whale shark is a passive animal and was totally oblivious to our presence. La Paz is too large and spread out for me to explore entirely on foot. So I rented a little Honda Navi for 3 or 4 days. The Navi is a smallest motorcycle that Honda makes. It sells for about $1,800. It's 110cc automatic transmission. Not a lot of power, but it's sufficient to get me around the city and out to some of the beaches. Well, I had to stop and get a video of this as I went by. Mis abuelos, which is my grandfather's. There are a half a dozen or so beaches to the east of La Paz. I took the little Navi and decided to go as far as I can on it and explore all the beaches to see if there's one that really was enticing me to get in the water and do some snorkeling. However, right outside of the city, I ran into an oil refinery and a ferry terminal. It was very industrial, and the beaches were not very impressive and not very inviting. So I went as far as I could go on the Navi and decided to turn around and head back into the city, a bit disappointed. The Navi is very easy to ride. It's a lot more comfortable, has more leg room, and especially going through the city like this, it's very maneuverable. I think it's a good choice rather than a scooter or even a dual sport, which they did have some dual sport bikes. But I don't have to shift gears with this, and the brakes seem pretty solid on it, so I think it's good for me right now. And the price is decent at $30 US per day. Well, I've been in La Paz for 3 nights and 4 days so far. I have another 4 nights, but what do I think of it? Well, first of all, I think my impressions is the city is larger than I thought it was going to be. It's spread out quite a bit, and it's built on a grid system like many of the cities in Mexico. One thing that I find somewhat lacking is most cities have a large central plaza, and that seems to be the center where everybody congregates, and that's not the case here. Although I'm going to try to find the cathedral, the main cathedral. It's outside of the tourist area. And another impression I've got is that although I'm kind of on the outskirts here, the city is very modern. If you go through it, it has a large sports complex, very new and modern, soccer fields, soccer stadium and other sporting stadiums. They seem to have a lot of upscale restaurants, from what I understand and what I've heard too. A lot of it's because of the tourist trade. And the other impression that I've got too is I guess I was expecting a lot of North American tourists, which there are, but there are a lot of Mexican tourists here too. So it's not just a expat place to go on a vacation. It's a lot of Mexicans either on a vacation or live or work here. It's a pretty impressive little city. As far as things to do, most activities are water-based here, which I haven't really got into yet, but it's either swimming or snorkeling, going out to some of the islands, kayaking, that type of thing, which you always need a guide for. So I'm on the far outskirts here. What's drawn me this far is this mountain up ahead of me. Always looking for something to do a little off-road, but this little Navi, I don't think I'm going to try it. Although I've been really pleased here with the Navi. It's way more substantial than the scooter that I had, and it's built better. It's a Honda, so it's a Japanese brand, not a Chinese brand, and you know, Honda does a really good job. So it's a solid little machine, perfect, easy to ride. Well, the sun is starting to set and I am getting hungry, so I am off to dinner. It's the second to last night in Mexico before I head back home. And the place I'm going to, I saw a sign that they may have some live music, so I'm going to check this out. Well, I have got my backpack on, which means today is a travel day. Yes, it is the end of my adventure in Baja Sur, Mexico. It's going to be a long bus ride to the airport, followed by a relatively short airplane ride, so it should be a okay day. I've had a great time in Baja Sur, Mexico. I've really enjoyed it here. I hope you enjoyed it too, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time on one of my senior moments.